Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's Room of Choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Looking for music that lifts your spirit and fills your heart? Experience the powerful sound of the Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square. Now streaming on all your favorite music platforms. Find the Tabernacle Choir on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Pandora. Let the music of the Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square inspire you today and every day. Whether you're at home, in the car, or on the go, enjoy the beauty of their world-renowned sound anytime. The Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square, streaming now.
Join Scotty G and Coach Tim Lacombe Wednesday 10 to 2 at RGS Exteriors, 4235 Farm Road in West Jordan. Texas Tech has gotten what they wanted. Now we'll see if they can keep what they wanted. But
Cody got what he wanted.
Cody got what he wanted. Cody is Texas Tech. Brendan Sorsby, court decision this morning.
Out of Lubbock.
The court out of Lubbock, yes.
Lubbock County.
The court has reinstated Brendan Sorsby. They will allow for a 2-game suspension, which I think is Abilene Christian and Oregon State.
No, 2 games of his choice.
Those are the 2 games of his choice.
Yeah, but make it even more preposterous.
Back for the Friday night conference opener with Houston. It can be appealed, so this isn't the final word, but he got the decision, so he'll be eligible for Game 3 in the conference opener against Houston, despite the fact he gambled on his own team.
This is awesome.
Distinctions were made in the court decision because he bet on individual players to overachieve versus whatever the bet was on their performance. And his defense lawyer pointed out he didn't bet on his team to lose, nor did he try to manipulate a game, nor did he play in the game. So keep moving that line, and the line moves more.
You say he bet 40 times on Indiana football.
This is I want literal betting during games.
Players over on the sideline with their phone.
And they need to be mic'd up.
Guys, I'm taking the over-under on touchdowns in this quarter.
Bachmeier's running for this first down. But you can only be, here's the new rules. Defense can bet on offense, and offense can bet on defense.
We go now to our in-game betting analyst, the third-string defensive end over here.
But then when you move the bag back more, it'll be, well, your defensive players can bet on the defense if they're not on the field because they can't impact that play.
No, that's too much.
Oh, that's too much?
Yeah.
You don't want to see some corner tap his helmet, sub out, saying...
No. Because...
Put a bet down.
No, I want them not to be focused on their position coaches when they're not on the field, to be on gambling. Yeah.
Got the whiteboard. Yeah. They're drawing stuff up. And meanwhile, there's a guy like, I saw a prop bet in here I like.
Right.
What was it?
Right. We're going to get a pick on this play. Joe Blow is going to have a pass deflection. Player X is going to have a sack, or at least a pressure.
Exactly. We're calling a blitz on this play, so I'm taking a pressure over under.
And you have a little inside info. Because the offensive guys,
your in-game betting analyst is the third-string defensive end.
The offensive guys will have headphones on to listen to the defensive calls.
There's that famous photo. Game for Our Youth. You've seen it. It's been out there for like 40 years now, right? It's right before Joe Montana throws the touchdown pass. There's a timeout, and he's standing there with the hands on the hips, and it's kind of casual thing. He's talking to Bill Walsh. You just Photoshop Ronnie Lott in there, like.
Yeah, right.
It's like, I'll put 100 on Clark to make a catch.
Yeah. You know the play. I mean, come on. If we're going to be allowing it, where does it end?
Well, so far, everything we thought we knew about college sports, when it gets to the courts, it gets beat.
So you could do everything Sorsby did.
Apparently. Yeah. You've got the prior. Right. Yeah, you'd cite the prior ruling.
Yeah.
Assuming it's held up on appeal, which seems inevitable that there will be an appeal. The reason we have these constant transfers where kids are transferring every year is the NCAA lost in court. I mean, it's not like they turned around and said, yeah, we think you ought to have multiple transfers. They went to court and they got beat.
And I want transfers within the seasons. you could be eligible during the season.
That would be, I think that original ruling, the serious one, not the thing you just threw out there, was because other college students can transfer every year. Why can't an athlete transfer every year? It's the basis. And to your point, you can transfer every semester. I mean, when we were in college, we knew kids who transferred in or out at a semester break. So that would work midseason for basketball. And I guess for football, it would work, hey, we need reinforcements for the semifinal game. Come on down.
Oh, and the postseason doesn't count. I mean, there are no rules. And when the college season starts, it'll be another great season full of exciting action with sold-out stadiums and record TV ratings. And
players we don't know.
All the stuff that matters. Who cares?
They all moved around.
Who cares?
No, apparently, you're right. No, apparently. We don't know, but whatever. That's fine. Catch the touchdown pass, throw down the dunk, hit the big three, whatever.
Right. Well, I mean, they're only here for a year anyway.
Yep.
And so, like Kevin Young. Kevin Young's roster is basically year to year. He's going to recruit players who go to the NBA, and then the other guys are going to leave.
Transfer.
Yeah.
Well, we just saw it.
Yeah.
And we'll see it again.
And as long as they go and do their thing, who cares? Now, BYU, you want them to represent you well, and the two guys who are lottery picks did do that. So this is beyond anything that I thought possible. When gambling was just known as the ultimate no-no, and it just couldn't have been done, it seems now archaic and ridiculous that Pete Rose wasn't a first balloter.
Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's Room of Choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Because Sorsby's a third
What's
gamer.
What's going on with people in Cincinnati? I mean...
This is Sorsby and Rose.
Yeah. Right.
Rose was in Philly for 4 years. What was happening there?
Well, Sorsby's in Lubbock, and Sorsby, where was he?
He was in Indiana. He was in Bloomington when the biggest thing started.
It was in Indiana.
Yeah, Cincinnati's like, don't put this on me.
Well, he was betting while he was at Cincinnati too, but he bet on his own team while he was at Indiana.
Yeah. Right. In Cincinnati, he didn't have time to gamble on the games because he was the starting quarterback.
Well, he was
too busy.
He was still betting, and then he moved to Texas where it's illegal, and he was sending money out of state to people to bet for him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all that is just added on. And somebody in Lubbock County, you're eligible.
I want to be able to go home
and
today.
And then I read the rules. I read some of the comments, and the guys, if you think this is wrong, you don't understand the rules. And you open up his Twitter feed, loyal Texas Tech Red. Of course
there's no chance he was
it's
a Texas.
All about winning.
There's no chance he was a Texas Longhorn
Houston or whomever. This is I don't see how they can do this.
Didn't you say the judge was a Houston Cougar?
Yeah, but
the original judge had dual degrees from Texas Tech, both undergrad and law school.
Yeah, and so does he want his tires slashed? Look where he lives.
PK, he recused himself from this case.
That's the first one, not the second one.
The second one is a Houston law grad.
And it's in Lubbock County. He don't live in Houston.
No, but he is actually from Tarrant County, which is over near Dallas.
BFD, where does he live? Where does he live his life?
He lives in
Lone Star State. Lubbock. He could have gone
Wants
to
to be
the
able to
moon.
walk.
I don't care.
Wants to be able to walk around town without getting the evil eye from everybody.
Yes.
78-year-old grandmas.
Tech.
You wrecked
they have
our season.
approximately 0 professional teams in that community. And Cody Campbell is the most popular guy. I pull in the parking lot at the Cowboy Stadium, and in the back of the truck, I see a sign that covers the whole window that says Cody Campbell for president. Yeah, and he's on the Board of Regents. I think he's the chair of the Board of Regents. He runs the friggin' town. How do I know that he didn't slip the guy or the third party didn't slip him money? Not saying that happened, but everything is, if it's the Wild Wild West, then it's the Wild Wild West. And if it is that, the WWW, it's just like the WE. Anything goes, man. It's wild. There are no rules. Do whatever you want. Yeah, Sorsby, go out and bet today. What's the difference? Bet on whomever you want. Why stop now? Once you have an addiction, does it ever really go away?
The Knicks.
And gambling? I've been
Wemby.
around gamblers my whole friggin' life.
Any of them ever stop?
Yeah, when they lied and told you they did. And that's the reality of it. I've got family members, and when they talk about gambling, I don't believe them. And I tell them, I don't believe you. Because it gets in your blood, man. I've seen it. That's why I got out when I was younger. And I went to the racetrack 3-4 times a week from like 13 to 20. But I didn't have any money, so I'm running around $2 bets here and there. But then you start getting, and you get a little success. Or that's why I transferred out of NAU.
Too much chaos.
The gambling that was going on in the dorms. I told myself, there is no way I'm going to graduate if I stay here. No. That 1.6 wasn't working. And this is a true story, man.
It really was a 1.6.
I kid you not, man.
Okay. Seriously, when you said that, okay, that's funny. But no, it really was a 1.6.
Because
that's why you would say you're not going to graduate.
I recognize the situation.
You're below the Mendoza line.
I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Or I am not going to survive. And I'm paying for it. Mom and Dad ain't paying for it. They didn't pay a cent. I'm paying for every penny.
And you've got a mentor in your ear. Well, maybe you had sisters in your ear too. You had to graduate. Yeah. You got to graduate. You got to graduate. You got to graduate.
Yeah.
They knew about your 1.6?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Keep that detail.
But I knew, and I got put on probation.
Yeah.
And I knew I had to get, and I went to what is recognized as a big-time party school.
Yeah.
But the reality is, when I went there, I got lost. Nobody knew who I was.
Yeah.
I was by myself. There's 50,000 students running around. I got no friends. I'm by myself.
But you were separated from a lot of bad influences.
Yes. So
a lot of noise.
And I was able to, and I was working 25 hours a week. I worked at Taco Bell when I was at NAU.
The busier you are, the less trouble you find.
Right. And it was grow up time. It's either you're going to make it or you're not. And you're going to be stuck working a construction job at 110 degrees. And so gambling we joke about it, but it's not a joking matter when you get down to it. I mean, I've had relatives who were imprisoned because of it. And this is crazy that what happens. I knew a kid who my wife taught at Washington High in LA, which is in South Central, 108th and Denker. It's right below the flashpoint of the riots. And he then went to ASU and got caught up in that. And the kid was a good kid. I knew him. I knew his family. My wife knew his family. And he got caught up in that, and it just spiraled out of control. And then you're trying to make up for it. You think you can make – we'd all heard it. You don't have to be on the inside to know the stories. We all know the stories. And where's this going to go now? This isn't about Brendan Sorsby. Where's this going to go? How many lives are going to be ruined because of this?
There's no telling. The gambling ads are nonstop. The only thing that matches the gambling ads when you're watching live sports right now is the ads for drugs for whatever ails you. And they're selling everything.
Yeah, and be responsible with gambling. That's going to solve it.
There's two things in these ads that always catch my attention when I'm drifting mentally during a commercial break. And one is in the ads for the drugs, they always there's the pause, and then they say, it could destroy your liver, it could destroy your kidney, it could destroy your lungs, it could destroy and they all these what ifs, be careful if you start,
And you're asking 18-year-olds to be careful.
Yeah, and then in the gambling ads, it's there's always a number for Gamblers Anonymous to get help. Call this toll-free number. Then the print's always small. It's always said really fast. Maybe they even speed it up a little bit at the end of the gambling ad.
Right. That's just something that's a disclosure that doesn't do anything.
So both those ads, there's a lot of money in the medicine and there's a lot of money in the gambling, but they have to do this disclosure to make it okay. But that's all done by lawyers. And that's all done by insurance people who are essentially lawyers' first cousins. How do we cover ourselves? It's what you always say, follow the money. Yeah. That's why those disclaimers are there. So we're covered.
Live footage inside the courtroom in Lubbock.
It's a Saturday Night Live skit with two guys who are both hilarious. Those two are hilarious.
The judge, what's Keenan's last name? Is it Reynolds? What's his last name?
No.
Thompson?
Yeah, Keenan Ivory Thompson.
Keenan Thompson, yeah.
And who's the Pete guy who's got the tats removed now? His name's Pete.
Yes.
Pete Davidson?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so the judge is now, and Keenan Thompson has the best comedic face in the history of all time.
He gives you the sly side eye,
you can't help but laugh.
You start giggling.
Right. And so he's shaking hands, and Pete's over there giving him a bro handshake. Mm-hmm. That's what we got going on now. Yeah, a judge in district court in Lubbock County, Texas, granted an injunction.
So, Yak, you can do you're good at this kind of stuff. How many appeals can there be? Does this end up in front of the Texas State Supreme Court or what?
That's the thing. You probably got 2 rounds of appeals here. I think there's the Texas Court of Appeals and the Texas Supreme Court. Now, you could appeal it to the United States Supreme Court as well, but he also wants to enter the NFL supplemental draft, which is supposed to be deadline is June 21.
Well, there's no need to enter the supplemental draft now and risk money.
Yeah, I agree.
You're losing
with you
$5 million. And the judge says, well, he'll be irreparably harmed. Yeah, well, duh. Anybody who's going to go to prison is going to be harmed.
I just wonder how much his legal
I read
fees
that. I thought you thought I was like, yeah.
No kidding. There's no consequence for the action.
How much has he paid in legal fees to get this ruling as well?
They're probably, as long as you win, they're probably giving him for free. Pro bono. Pro Sonny Bono. So, man, this is crazy. I just wonder, where's it going to end now? Where do we go? And so cannot a pro then? And it's because if you take him out of that or her out of the sport, you're going to do that individual irreparable harm. Well, no, you what?
There was who was the wide receiver who got busted for gambling?
Jameson Williams. He got 6 games, and he didn't even bet on his own team.
It did him up for irreparable harm.
Wasn't there a Falcon I was thinking of who missed a whole year?
Yeah, you're talking about Calvin Ridley.
Yes, Calvin Ridley. Yes,
but there have been multiple guys who've been deemed in this instance. And the other thing is the NFL will have their say on his status if and when he enters the draft, because they don't take lightly to guys betting on their own team. Because to BK's point, if you are an addict, you are considered an addict for life, aren't you?
Yeah.
And
It's
the NFL is going to have that question surrounding this kid forever.
DJ PK, it's 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Everything you missed in this show next. Stay with us.
Summer is all about freedom, fun, and growing up. And between the ages of 9 and 13, kids are starting to form their views about alcohol. With more independence, their still developing brains need more guidance and support than ever. That's why summer is the perfect time to stay connected and plan fun, safe family activities together. Research shows kids who spend quality time with their parents doing what they enjoy are less likely to drink underage. And when kids feel close to you, they're more likely to listen, especially when you set clear expectations. In fact, kids who drink before 15 are far more likely to struggle with alcohol later. This summer, create a no-bummer summer with fun, alcohol-free activities for your kids. Go to summer.parentsempowered.org to take a quick quiz and discover ideas tailored to your family. A little time together can make a big difference. For more information and to learn more about how to prevent underage drinking, visit parentsempowered.org.
Make game day yours. Tickets, food and drinks, stats, and streaming. Everything you need is in the Utah Mammoth app. Download today and make game night easy. Download on both Android and iPhone. Tusk Top.